chawli or black-eyed beans instantly, I'm going to take about 1 cup of them in my pressure pan and I'm going to roast them for at least 5 minutes. Then I'm going to just rinse them thrice under running water. And then I'm just going to add about 1.5 cups of water to the pressure pan and I'm going to cook it on 1 whistle on high and simmer for 15 minutes. And then once the cooker is cool, you can see that your chawli is already nice and cooked. So this is the fastest way to cook chawli. So now that our chawli is ready, let's make the usal. Now here I've heated 1 tablespoon of ghee. I'm using ghee, otherwise you can use half a tablespoon of oil. Once the ghee is hot, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds or rye or mohri. Once they begin to splutter, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera, half a teaspoon of asafoetida or hing, and half a teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder. Now I'm going to add a few curry leaves, about 8 to 9 curry leaves. Give this a fodni or tempering a nice mix. And now we're going to add our cooked chawli. Be very careful because it does tend to, splutter. So just be careful of that. And now give everything a good mix. And now we're going to cover this on a low to medium heat and cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now our chawli is already cooked. We just want everything to come together really well. The bagar or the fodni that we've added. We want everything to come well. Now let's add the other ingredients to make this a real tasty usal. Now I'm going to start by adding salt. Now I use this pink Himalayan pink salt. So I'm going to add it according to taste. Then I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder. We're not going to make this very spicy. Now comes my all-time favorite, which is my homemade goda masala or kala masala. I'm going to leave a link of how you can prepare this at home. I've added about 3 teaspoons. And this is optional if you can get your hands on this. I'm going to use just half a teaspoon of it, but it's called kanda lasoon masala, and you get this in the local masala stores where they make powder masalas. Then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of jaggery or gur. You can also substitute it with sugar if you don't have, gur or jaggery at home. And mix everything really well together. Now again, we're going to cover and cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes on a medium to low heat. Again, stir gently. And now all we have to do is add some lovely koshimbir or coriander, mix it in well, turn off the heat, and your lovely chawli usal is all ready. You can enjoy this with some hot steamed rice or some chapatis or puris. Ingredients. This is half a cup of palak puree, half a cup of capsicum, 3 light green chilies chopped fine, half a cup of green peas, half a cup of French beans. This is 1 cup of a mixture of coriander and mint leaves. This is 1 cup of boiled and mashed potatoes, half an inch of ginger grated, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a cup of corn flour, half a cup of breadcrumbs, salt to taste, and 1/4 teaspoon of chaat masala as well as amchur powder. Now here I've taken about 1 tablespoon of oil, heated it in a pan. I've added my cumin seeds and my green chilies, and I'm going to fry this very well. Next goes in my grated ginger. We're going to fry the ginger in the oil well too. Next goes in my chopped up capsicum. After that, I'm going to fry that well too. Then goes in my French beans. We're going to fry that well too. And then goes in my green peas, and we're going to fry that well. Well, the reason this is called a hara bara kebab is because it has so many green, lovely vegetables.
And all of these vegetables are so easily available now, and you can really put them to use and make this beautiful hara bara kebabs. Now, this is the mixture of my pudina or mint leaves along with the coriander or the cilantro, which I've chopped very finely. And we're going to give all of this a nice fry in the oil. Now it's time to add a little bit of spices. So we're going to add the turmeric powder. We're going to mix everything well together. Then we're also going to add some salt to taste. Give everything a good mix. And after about 5 minutes of frying everything well, we're just going to turn off the heat, and we're going to let this mixture come to room temperature completely. Now, once it has completely cooled down, we're going to transfer this to our mixer or blender, and we're going to grind it to a very coarse paste. We don't want a very fine paste, but a very coarse paste. Something that looks like this. Now we're going to transfer this coarsely ground paste to a large bowl where we're going to mix all our ingredients to form the kebabs. Next goes in our spinach or palak paste. You'll find the instructions of how to prepare this palak paste in the description box below as well as the comments box below. It's pretty simple. Now I'm going to add my mashed potatoes. Next, we're going to be adding our corn flour. Next goes in the breadcrumbs. Next goes in our mixture of amchur powder or chaat masala. Amchur powder is basically dry mango powder, and it's easily available in the market. It gives a lovely taste to this kebabs. Now we're going to give all of this a very good mix. Now, if you find your mixture is still a little bit runny and sticky, just increase the amount of corn flour or the breadcrumbs. Or if you have some more boiled potatoes at hand, you can do that. Now, just wet your palms with some water. That way it becomes very easy to form the kebabs. Form them into these small little balls, flat balls, and then just dip them into some breadcrumbs, and we keep them all aside. Now you can also keep these and store them in an airtight container for a day or two and just fry them whenever you need to. So now I have some oil heating in a pan. I have some kitchen napkin for draining once the kebabs are fried. And now all we have to do is just fry them on a low to medium flame till they turn a lovely golden brown color. Now these, besides being excellent starters, they go very well as a side dish with some rice and dal or some dal khichdi. This is also a very nice item to give your kids in their tiffin box, or when they're just hungry, you can just make them and keep them. Don't keep them for too long, maybe a day or two in your refrigerator in an airtight container, and you can fry them whenever hunger strikes. So ensure that you fry everything well. I mean, the kebabs are nicely fried, so they've become nice and crispy too. You can also serve this with some lovely tomato ketchup or some pudina and coriander chutney. And they look so beautiful once they're fried, and they look so delicious to eat too. So I hope you enjoyed today's recipes. Thank you so much for watching. friends, this salad is so refreshing and so healthy and really easy to make. You can carry this in your tiffin box to your office or just have it as an anytime snack. So, in our ingredients, I'll be using 1 cup of green gram or chana, which I have soaked for about 5 to 6 hours or even overnight. And then I've cooked the chana in a pressure cooker with about 2 to 3 cups of water on 1 whistle on high, and then simmer it for 5 to 7 minutes. Once it's cooked, just drain out all the excess water. Now, besides the chana, we will also require 1 very small onion finely chopped, 1 tablespoon of fresh coriander or cilantro or koshimbir chopped, half a very small lime, 3/4 of a tablespoon of chaat masala, half teaspoon of roasted cumin powder, half a teaspoon of roasted coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, and 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, and some salt to taste. So let's begin making this refreshing and healthy salad. Now, I've already told you about the ingredients. So this is the boiled chana. We don't want to overcook it, and we have drained the water. The water can be used as vegetable stock for making soup or even for making a dough for chapatis or puris. It's very healthy, but we don't want the water for this recipe. Now, this is an onion. I'm using a white onion. You can also use the red onion. This is some fresh cilantro, coriander, koshimbir, some lemon for some tanginess. This is the chaat masala. This is roasted homemade cumin powder, roasted homemade coriander powder, some garam masala. I have a recipe for this. I'll leave a link below. Some red chili powder. Now all we have to do is take a large bowl and add the boiled chana. Now I'm adding the onion. You can also add some tomato you like adding to your salads regularly. Now I'm just going to be adding all the powder masalas that I've shown you. Now if you want to skip the red chili powder, if you don't like the spiciness, you can do that too. You can also supplement it with some green chilies, some fresh green chili. So I'm just adding the garam masala, the roasted cumin powder, coriander powder, the chaat masala, and we're going to add some salt to taste. This is an ideal anytime snack recipe, or you can even carry it to your office in a tiffin box for an anytime snack or a lunch, or you can even give it to your kids when they're hungry. Now I'm just going to be adding the fresh cilantro or the coriander or koshimbir. I love adding coriander to all my dishes. Now we're going to mix all of this very well together. And then we're going to add the lime juice or the lemon juice, which adds a lovely tangy flavor. And then give everything a mix, and then do give it a taste to see if you want to add some more masalas or some more salt, or you would like to add some more onion or cilantro. So give it a taste and see what you would like to add to your salad. And there it is, friends. Your salad is all ready to eat. It's so healthy and it's so refreshing. And this is a nice way of including some green gram or green chana in your diet. And it tastes delicious. So I hope you liked today's recipe. If you did, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up by clicking the thumbs up icon. That way I'll know that you like this recipe and I can come up with some more salad recipes. And now with the summer coming on, we need to... So let's see today's recipe. Now here I have a small, bunch of methi or fenugreek seeds, fenugreek leaves, which I have soaked in some water, to which I added salt for about 15 minutes, drained it well, washed it well, and now I'm just going to chop it up really, really fine. So I also have a video on how to clean and store methi or fenugreek. I'll leave a link of it below. So just chop up the methi after you've really washed it well into, very, very fine, chop it up really fine like this and keep it aside. Now we also need one large onion, which I've chopped fine. This is two light green chilies chopped fine, 1 inch of grated ginger, 2 cloves of garlic, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, half a teaspoon of garam masala. Now here I have 2 tablespoons of cashew nuts soaked in 1/4 cup of warm water, and 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds in 1 tablespoon of water, and half a cup of cream. I also have 1 teaspoon of elaichi powder. Now I'm going to grind the cashew nuts and the poppy seeds to make a nice thick paste like this. Now here I'm going to be heating a pan, and once the pan is nice and hot, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oil. Now once the oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add the cumin seeds or the jeera. Fry the jeera a bit in the oil. Next I'm going to be adding the 2 light green chilies that I've chopped. Fry the chilies also well till they get this nice white kind of coating. Next, I'm going to add the grated ginger and the chopped up garlic. Fry that well too till the rawness of the garlic goes away. Next, I'm going to add the onion, and we're going to fry the onion really well. So saute the onion till it becomes a little bit translucent. Now we're going to add the cardamom powder. I've just taken 2 elaichis or cardamoms and just ground them to a fine powder. Now mix all of that really well. Next, we're going to add our cashew nut and poppy seed paste. So after soaking the cashew nuts and the poppy seeds in some water for some time, the cashew nuts have to be kept in warm water. The poppy seeds or the khaskhas can be soaked in normal water, and then grind them together to get a nice thick paste. And then mix everything really well together. Now this is a real different kind of a recipe using methi or fenugreek, and it definitely tastes delicious, and you want to make it again and again. So now I'm going to add my chopped up fenugreek leaves or methi. Approximately you get about 2 cups of methi after chopping it up, and then I'm going to mix it in well with the rest of the bagar. Now I'm going to add the fresh cream. Now you can either use fresh cream out of a packet or even the milk, that regular milk cream that we have at home. You can even, collect that for about 2 to 3 days and then use it. The cream that you get in your, when you boil milk, you get a layer of cream. You can just take that out for about 2 or 3 days and keep it aside if you're planning to make this dish and use that. So either way, you can use the ready-made one also. Now I'm going to add a little bit of salt to taste. Now if you want a little bit more of gravy, you can just add about half a cup of milk to get a more, more of a gravy. And now I'm just going to be adding 1/4 cup of green peas. You can add this or you can just skip the green peas. You can also add paneer cubes or tofu cubes if you have them available. or you can just leave it plain. And now I'm going to add my garam masala. This is homemade garam masala. I have a recipe for homemade garam masala. I leave a link in the description box below. Now mix everything well together. Now the cashew nuts and the poppy seed paste really elevates the flavor of this dish, and it really makes it very delicious. And that's it, guys. And our special methi dish is all ready, and you can enjoy this with some lovely hot rotis or pois. Friends, I hope you liked today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon, also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye, and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye. Take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.